Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Mike here from AXC Garage. Welcome back to our channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go down there and click the subscribe button right now. Today we have a brand new project on our channel. Let's take a look. All right, John, so what do we have here today?
I have my next money pit. I love these things. Well, no, this is my 92 CX, and this has been, may look like a bucket of crap right now, but man, I cannot wait to dump my life into this car.
Hey, listen, before we get started, man, you have a DA, you have an NSX, why another one?
Well, I mean, because I love Hondas. I don't know. I had to do this, man. This car brings me back to right out of high school. I had a red 93 CX and I had a GSR motor in it and I had 2 seats in it, gutted race car. I loved it years ago. And you know, I let that car go and now I'm at a new point in my life where I'm ready to do it again. And you know, hopefully I can still keep my DA through this whole thing, but we'll see how it goes as it goes, because this car is going to take a lot of love and a lot of financial commitment.
You want to talk about that? It is one of the roughest cars we have beside the Integra, which was just a shell.
Yeah, this one actually has a JDM Type R motor in it, B16 transmission running. It has hubs. It did not come with the wheels. Did not come with any suspension, did not come with anything but the dashboard.
Wait a minute, so let's go back to the story. Where did you buy this car?
So I have a good friend, Elias and Joe. They're 2 brothers, they live up in Orlando, and they've supported our meets for a long time. Good friends with my buddy David, who's always on the channel as well. And he had this car, and it was a complete car the last time I saw it. I went up there for a Honda meet that we attended together. And afterwards, I was just talking with my buddy. He's like, hey, I got a shell for sale. You know, if you go and you buy the motor, I'll give you the car for free. I said, let me go see it. I get there and man, you know, I gotta be sick in the head if I saw this car in this state and I fell in love with it. I'll
tell you what, man, I mean, that motor and tranny right there, I mean, it's pretty tempting.
You know, the going rate on these is starting to go through the roof. You know, people can ask what they want, but for the price I picked the car up for, I literally bought the engine swap and everything else came with it. I can't complain. I think I got a decent deal. It's better than what the regular price is on things right now. But you know, in the end, I'm ready for it. I love this car. I've been smiling ever since I got it. You know, I can't wait to get it started and not have to push it around.
So when you first got the car didn't even have suspension. You tell me the story. Yeah. No suspensions, no wheels. The car doesn't even start. Yeah,
we're gonna add a couple pictures in of the car as I saw it, and also what I had to do to just get it here from Orlando. Orlando's about 3 hours north of us, and you know, the car had no wheels, no suspension, and no body panels on it, and I couldn't drive it. So me and a couple of friends got together, rented a wheel dolly. I brought my wheels up. These aren't even the wheels that I had on it when I transported it. I brought a set of suspension up there that I borrowed from TJ. and put it on there, put it together, hooked it up on the dolly, and sent it.
I'm telling you something right now, man. I mean, all the friends that you're talking about, this is just a good community that we always kind of just stick together, man.
Yeah, everyone looks out for each other. No one was trying to take advantage. I mean, there's a couple of parts I bought, like they threw in a OEM lip when I got it. The side skirts, they still kept it with it. And also they allowed me to buy a cluster for almost nothing, the EG6 white face cluster, which I want anyways. You know, and everyone's more happy. This car actually has even more history than just a friend of mine owning it. This car is originally bought at a South Florida Honda dealer. It's been in Florida its whole life. There's been previous people, friends that I've known that have owned this car and I didn't even realize it. So through the whole process, it's come full circle and now it's mine. I don't think I'm ever gonna let this thing go.
All right, John, so we talk about the histories, the friendship, the community. Let's get back on the car. Let's start from the front to the back. Tell me what the car comes with and what's your plan with it.
All right, so a couple of things that really made me interested in this car, other than the fact that I see a red EG hatch and I kind of lose my mind, is that, I mean, we have I want to say, what year is this motor? It's a 96 spec, so it's either 96, 97 JDM Type R engine. That gets me going. I love B series. I mean, Ks are cool. This just looks right inside the car.
Error correct.
You know, just right. Then on top of that, the transmission is freshly rebuilt with Synchrotech carbon synchros. It's an EM1 transmission. So for me, I think I might be putting my Civic Type R transmission that I'm currently trying to source at LS Fifth Gear. Apparently it's really hard to come by. If you guys know anyone who has it, drop us a link, hit us up on our Acura Honda Classic IG page, or send us an email at acurahondaclassic.com. Is that Gmail?
Gmail.com.
At gmail.com. And let me know. I need an LS Fifth Gear.
And to be quite honest, we're gonna need more than just the fifth gear. And you guys know anybody sell any of these parts that we'll go over, again, shoot us an email, acurahondaclassic@gmail.com. Hit us up on a DM on Instagram, Acura Honda Classic. And you know what, John? You know, a lot of people been asking us, hey, should we open up an Instagram account just for AXC Garage? What do you think, John?
I mean, I think it's a great idea. We could keep just our builds on there, keep things up. I mean, we do it on our other page, but I think it matches our YouTube page. I don't know, that's my opinion. You let us know what you think.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. You guys think it's a good idea, drop a comment below and let us know. So let's get back on the car, front end, looks pretty intact. It doesn't even look like being into a car accident.
Yeah, the good thing is that it's not been hit. From what I can see, the Carfax are clean. The body panels are straight. There are some typical, you know, I mean, the car's a 92. My DA is a 91. You know, this car's 29 years old. Next year, it gets an antique plate just like the DA.
I like that.
Yeah, hey, you know, blue and red, it works for me.
Oh, we got something blue in the back too.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
That's one of the little extras I got.
So the front end, everything's intact. The beam is there. The radiator support, all original.
Yeah, I mean, I got a Honda radiator and that's kind of nice, right? I also have everything for air conditioning. The car is pre-wired up for city lights, for JDM headlights. The entire harness is here. It's a stock B series VTEC harness, which is nice. It even came with a battery. Thank you very much, Elias. You're my man.
Shout out to Elias and Joe.
That's right. You know, it's got heat. Everything is there. I mean, there's a couple things I want to address, like eventually probably the entire engine bay, but for the time being, it doesn't have to be perfect. I can take my time and do it. The rack is nice and clean, manual rack. Brake booster looks like it's had some age on it, but you know, it still works perfect. I need to source a new wiper cowl, hood, fenders, front bumper. These I think are still available, the window trims. We checked it out the other day. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put an order in for those. But
I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir.
Oh, awesome. How about these? You get these?
Of course.
Oh man, my man's coming through.
OEM parts.
I ordered this, but we'll see how this stuff lines up to it. I don't know how hard that one is to change.
Well, we did it on the that
red
EG.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the little refresh that we done with the 2 episode. And we're gonna put a link down there too. You guys wanna check that one out.
So let's move it into the inside.
All right, so we're moving on to the interior, John. Tell me more.
So, I already have a couple things I had laying around that I tossed in here. I mean, she's pretty gutted. I think this might be the definition of gutted.
I was just gonna say, you know, it's pretty echoey down here.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I mean,
Wong, wong,
yeah, right?
wong,
I mean,
wong.
it's all right. I mean, I got a parking brake cable, you know, I got a shifter. I'm ready. So, the dash came, this is the cluster I was telling you guys about. Nice white face EG6 cluster.
Oh, those things are hard to find, dude.
Yeah, I love the way they light up. That really gets me excited. So the steering boss and the quick release in the steering wheel, those were from my DA. I bought a new steering boss just because I could steer it. When I got this car, believe it or not, I had to steer it with a tire iron. There's just a nut.
It didn't have a steering wheel on
No
it.
steering wheel, no seat. This is a seat I've had. This seat is not very pretty.
Oh, I think been laying around the shop for
Yeah,
a few years.
something like that.
At one point, we're gonna throw it away.
I was about to throw it away, but now it's just sitting in here. I mean, it's not really bolted down or anything.
It does the work, huh?
Yeah, it holds my butt for now, but you know, this also has no ignition switch. What I did pick up, and I haven't even installed it properly yet, is a JDI push start system here. And we just have it lightly put in because I wanted to be able to crank the motor over and just make sure it runs and everything like that. We haven't even really started yet. We just kind of plugged it in. But this piece I found laying around. You can see it's not the right color. I have a set of side skirts. I have wiper blades. I have a couple AC brackets. They also threw in, this is specific to the EG. It's a nice windshield shield. Very nice. I very much appreciate that, Mr. Joe. And Elias. And Elias also gave me these for the hatch struts. Those are pretty hard to come by. I think these are also available new.
So as far as the inside go, are you putting the full interior back together? What is your ultimate goal here?
Well, the goal is, this is kind of weird because I don't know who does stuff like this, is I want my AC, my heat, and my radio to work. I want 2 front seats, I want my door panels, and I don't want nothing else in this car.
So maybe I should ask the question before this, what type of build is this gonna be?
So, man, you know, a bunch of us got kind of hooked on driving on the mountain when we went to the Tail of the Dragon, and I know my buddy Mark from Honda Street Garage.
Shout out to Mark.
Yo, Mark's the man. He picked up a DA and he's building it for the Tail of the Dragon. And you know, I like to do something like that too, but also other local car events and driving stuff. I want to drive the crap out of this car. I want to enjoy it and I want to push it, but still be able to get in this car and drive it to North Carolina or drive it to Virginia or drive it wherever there's an event I want to go to.
So this
Hence
car
the
for
AC and the heat.
street and track.
Street and track.
Huh.
You
That's
know?
interesting.
I want to put a roll cage in here too.
You know, I tell you what, you know,
simple.
if we're from West Coast, then, you know, we would have a lot more track event over
Yeah.
there. We don't have that, so the only option that we have is the Dragon.
That's it, Tail of the Dragon. There's Sebring. That's a little bit of a drive, you know, but man, I'll tell you what, just driving up there on the Tail, beautiful thing. There's a lot of other trails around there too that we were looking into next year. Maybe I can get this car ready for it. If not, I think the DA will do it just like it did last year.
Hey John, before we move ourselves to the back of the car, is that a manual door or that's a power door?
So this car, being a VX, came with manual doors. Somewhere along its lifetime, someone put EX doors on this car. So now they have power locks, power mirrors, and power windows. And you know, and they're all wired in the correct way, into the car, through the harness, all done the right way. So you know, now I gotta find EX door panels and door switches, which I'm coming to find out is pretty hard to do. If you can help me, help me.
So it's about the door, you know, with the door moldings, the quarter panels, the handles, man, everything is there, man.
Yeah, and so this car came without these. The CX comes with nothing. So they actually have EX door pieces on here. And you know, we'll see how that goes. You know, I'm kind of going with it as far as I can go. We'll see how it comes out. I like them without the moldings, but you know, it is what I have now.
Honestly, I like it with the moldings.
It looks good. It looks good.
It looks very complete, you know?
Yeah,
so what you got back here now?
So the first thing I got, which is something that Brian, it's up. Brian's gonna help us deal with at one point or another. I got some rust. You know, I mean, it's not horrible bad, but it's there. It's a little crunchy, you know?
I see a little bit over here too.
A little bit there. Listen, man, she's 29 years old and she's gonna rust a little bit, just like an old lady. But I know with Brian on the job, and Brian we trust.
Shout out to Pink Society.
He'll help us out.
Oh, I was just talking about the bag earlier. Look, man, we got JDM parts on this build already, and it came with a car.
That's how I know Elias loves me. He's like, I threw in the plate for you. Man, I hope this thing's not a knockoff and I'm over here flexing it like it's the real deal.
I know, man.
It might be.
Could make us look bad.
He might have done it on purpose, I don't know.
How about a VX sticker right there, man?
So this is a brand new Civic and VX sticker. Apparently they're discontinued, really hard to come by. When I bought the car, I was told, whatever you do, don't mess this up because you're not gonna find another one.
Hey, if you guys know anyone selling that sticker, because we want to get a whole car painted.
Yeah.
So the ideal thing is, you know, paint
the hatch.
But if we don't have the option, then we might have to leave it the way it is. So
we'll see.
Guys, help us out.
And as you saw, the hatch struts are inside. They're not back here. So that, as far as it's gonna open.
You know, that's one of the part that I love about EGs, the way it open.
Yeah, like this clamshell. You know, that's pretty nice. I like that. These seat belts are gonna come out. I got plans for a nice strut bar on here. We'll see how that goes as well.
So you mentioned no panels back here.
Yeah, I don't want anything.
The quarter panel, nothing, just the way it is.
Nah, I want it open, maybe down the road when the time's right and I can do it. Maybe this whole thing gets a nice fresh coat of paint inside of it. You know, I don't want to have to pull windows out, which I think we could probably tape off around it, but I don't know. Down the road, that's something I deal with. I was kind of thinking of maybe doing some, like the spray on bed liner on the floor, maybe color match it.
That would be cool.
You know, because I'm going to be packing crap in here, tools, tires. You know, this is not going to be trailered anywhere. It's going to be driven everywhere and then driven hard.
I got to put a trailer in the Civic?
No, there ain't no trailer going on this thing. This thing will pull you like it's a trailer.
What about a cage? You think about a cage maybe sometime in the future?
I've been kind of flirting with the idea of a bolt-in cage. I remember our buddy Mike with the CRX, he had an auto power.
Is really nice on the CRX.
It's real simple, it bolts in. That means you gotta drill some holes and it's sandwich plate. But you know, I can see if I can find one. They're kind of expensive, but you know, I'm gonna keep my eye out for one.
All right, John, so we're underneath the car now. Tell me more what we have underneath here.
So this car came with standard control arms. I had to swap these out because my suspension that I have is Type R spec. So these are Type R lower control arms. These are the Tanes off of my DA that if you see in our other video that I swapped out to my K-tuned K1s. So I had this suspension laying around. The nice thing is it came with this beautiful ASR sway bar, which I put an ASR on my car and I would have put the same thing on this. I really love their product, it's awesome. Came with rear disc, that's another nice thing. Came with steel braided lines with a silicone-based brake fluid in the system. I see some things I want to change out, such as camber kits. I want to change camber kits. I want to change compliance bushings. I have a set of hard race toe adjusters that I'm going to put in here. The gas
definitely
tank.
Need some hard race bushing right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was
don't know how bad they are.
You know, I think, I don't know if I'm going to do hard race this time. I might do those spherical ones. This is going to be a little bit more race car. I might go a little harder. We might see. I mean, the hard race, I love them. I have them in the DA. We put them in every car. But I still have to feel out how race car this car is going to be. Well, it might be very race car.
Come on, race car, man. I really like these wheels. I mean, this wheel was for a DA, and you guys just threw it on here just for a temporary measure. But man, it look really good with the car, man.
I think they might stay. I mean, I have another couple sets of wheels that, you know.
Man, they're in great condition too.
You know, I won these wheels in a raffle. Would you believe that?
You kidding me?
I paid about $40 to enter into a raffle. That was 2 spots in the raffle. And in California, I won them and I had to pay shipping on them. I got them over here. They're really awesome. New weapons, Sprint Heart, CPs. I love them, man. They came fully refinished.
They look good, man. They honestly do.
It's all right. You know, they're a little weird, like me. So no exhaust, no rear bumper support, which I'm pretty okay with that. I got an idea for an exhaust. We'll see how that works out. I still hustling, trying to get the price down on that. Everything back here looks intact.
Dude, there is no rust on this car underneath here, man. Most of these cars get all rusted down here.
Yeah.
Gas tanks still got the coating on there.
It's original tank, nice and clean. Nice parking brake cables. Everything's good. No big hits on the bottom, which, you know, I remember on our one project, we had some pretty bad damage from a bad jacking point that we had to get repaired. This is perfect. Looks like someone maybe ran over a cat. Maybe that?
Possum, maybe?
Maybe possum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some wild animals.
I mean, I got a little test pipe over here too. I don't know how that's gonna, oh man. Made in Canada. I didn't know they made metal in Canada. It's kind of nice. And the other thing it has a really nice old school, period correct Comtech header on it. I mean, they're not big power headers. It's probably a B16.
I was just gonna say that.
It's like probably like B16. I mean, I think even a PLM header would be a little bit more power than this, but I mean, it's on it. I don't have to buy one right now. I do know that this car was previously serviced at a Honda dealership in Orlando. The owner's brother works at the dealership, so the rear main seal was replaced. I know some of the crank seal was replaced. It looks like the oil cooler might be leaking a little bit because I see some oil here, but maybe this oil plug, maybe oil pan gasket, you know, a couple things here and there. It's got a Fidenza flywheel on it, I can tell you that for sure. I have no idea what kind of clutch.
I tell you what, one thing we need to talk about is the motor. Are you gonna build this motor, you leave it the way it is? What are you gonna do with this motor?
That is a question, isn't it, right? My heart tells me to just refresh it and leave it a stock Type R motor and enjoy it for what it is, but the sicko in me wants me to go all out. But you know, I think I'll find a happy medium. Maybe, I know the car, previous owner tells me it has a smoking in VTEC, like a high RPM smoke, which kind of leads me to think that I need to redo the bottom end. It doesn't smoke on startup, I know that, but you know, I think maybe refresh the bottom end, maybe put some bigger cams in it, head job, start there, see how it goes. In other words, build the motor completely.
Valve seals and everything else.
To probably rebuild the entire thing.
All right, guys, there you have it. We got a brand new EJ project on our channel.
Man, I don't know how long this is gonna take. Some things may move quick, some things may take a little longer, but there's gonna be a lot going on with this. This is something that's really close to my heart, so I'm gonna pour a lot of attention into this one. It's gonna be fun to build. I hope you guys wanna come along with us for this.
You guys haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to go ahead down there, click the subscribe button, and also turn the notification because we got new content coming out every single week. My name is Mike, behalf of AXC Garage. Also got John right over there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.